All right, let's finish today off with the MVP ladder. This is my official MVP predictions. Who do I think will win the MVP in the year 2024? We start with my dark horses. So I want to clarify, this is not my quarterback rankings. All of these players are quarterbacks. I did not put a single wide receiver or running back or defensive player in the MVP rankings preseason because I think the chances are so high that they pick a quarterback, it's not even worth it. Now, if a receiver or a running back or a defensive player really, truly is in the conversation, I will start including them later. But this is the MVP ladder preseason edition. It's all quarterbacks. Dark horses, 3 of these guys are veterans that are trying to make a name for themselves, trying to reestablish themselves. Russ, Deshaun, Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't bet on any of them, but they are dark horses because they are still talented players. Any of them could have an incredible season and win an MVP. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. And also Jaden Daniels as a dark horse. Rookies don't usually win this award, but Jaden Daniels is very talented, so he's a dark horse for now. I've seen this story before. Look, I've seen this story with all these guys. I've seen the Joe Burrow MVP hype. I've seen the Josh Allen MVP hype. I've seen the Herbert MVP hype. I've seen the Stafford MVP hype, and I've seen the Lawrence MVP hype. This is where I say this is not a quarterback rankings, because if this was a quarterback rankings, 3 of these guys would be top 10. Josh Allen would be 2, Burrow 3, Herbert 7. And Stafford I had at 11, and Trevor Lawrence I had at 13. So none of these guys, by the way, to clarify, this is not even into my top 10 in the MVP ladder. I have Burrow 11, Allen 12, Herbert 13, Stafford 14, Lawrence 15. I've seen it before. Like, there's a better chance that Josh Allen is the second best quarterback, that any of these guys could be the second best quarterback and not win the MVP. Part of it, I legitimately do believe MVP voters want a dual threat quarterback, and only Josh Allen out of these 5 is a dual threat quarterback. The other 4 don't really run the ball. That hurts them. Mahomes, Lamar, those are the guys that have been winning the award lately. Dual threat guys. They're not giving the award out to pocket passers, no matter how good. I mean, Stafford probably should have won an MVP. Of course, he lost to Aaron Rodgers, which is a whole other thing. But big name guys are the guys winning the MVPs, but not these guys. I've seen this story before with all of them. All of them, I think, have a better chance of being number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 than winning the MVP. I just don't see it with any of these guys. I think all of their ceiling is number 2. All right. Unproven potential. Again, these guys, I think, have a better chance at MVP than quarterbacks that I believe are much better than them because they have so much potential. Richardson at 10, Kyler Murray 9, Tua at 8, and Caleb Williams at 7. Caleb is 7th on my MVP ladder right now. I mean, it speaks for themselves. Unproven potential. Tua is a borderline for this name, but I threw him in there because I do think he has a better chance because with Tyreek Hill, his offensive numbers could pop off so much that he can win an MVP award. All right, next up, changing trajectories. Jordan Love 5, Jalen Hurts at 4. 2 of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. I think these 2 quarterbacks will meet in the postseason. If you watch my playoff predictions, watch them. They're pretty good. They're out tonight. I think these 2 guys are 2 of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. Hurts was on the upward trend, now kind of on the downward trend. People are selling their Hurts stock. Jordan Love's on the upward trend. Both of these guys, though, I think have the ability to put up crazy good numbers and win an MVP, but they're not my top contenders. So here we go. Number 2, 3, and 4. CJ Stroud at 2, Lamar 3, Dak Prescott 4. These are my top contenders. Lamar won it last year. CJ Stroud at number 2, who I think is due for a really, really good year 2. And Dak at 4, who always puts up really great numbers, and he's a Cowboy. So if Dak is up there for one of the best quarterbacks in the league, he always is going to be in the conversation at least because he's a Dallas Cowboy. But none of these guys are my number 1 guy. Somehow he didn't win it last year. I thought he should have. I thought he was better than Lamar. I thought Josh Allen, to be fair, was also better than Lamar. But like I said, we love the dual threat quarterbacks. Mahomes, well, duh. I mean, duh, he's my top contender. Duh, he's alone in tier number 1. He is my preseason MVP favorite. I'm going to update this ranking every 2 weeks. Actually, maybe every week starting after week 2. I will update the MVP ladder. My rule is I never overreact to week 1, so I'm not even going to change it after week 1. Starting week 2, we begin to update the MVP ladder. And I will do that with you guys. It'll be a new segment every week. Maybe we'll do this on Wednesdays, because I think Tuesday is Power Rankings Day. So maybe Wednesday will be MVP ladder day, or maybe Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. But with that, we wrap up the show. This is Coast to Coast Sports. Thank you so much for watching.